Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol GLG. We will take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I let you this time frame that does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. And in this situation, makes summarizing the price movement quite straightforward. Now, keep in mind price movement. So when I make this next comment, I'm not saying it about the company. I don't know anything about the company. I'm making it based solely on how the price acted today. And from a price action perspective, this thing was just a flat out pump and dump. There's no way around it. I mean, just stop and think about the fact that, you know, just how nasty did it get today? Well, yesterday, let's try that again. Yesterday on Wednesday, the price actually had closed right there. So think about it. The price closed right there at about 205. And then, you know, obviously this morning, the big gap up. And then after the gap up, the price still ran all the way up there. Hit that high. Some poor souls bought right there. And now look at where the price ultimately closed. And keep in mind, all this happened in the exact same day. It's even lower than where it closed yesterday. If that's not a pump and dump, I don't know what is. Now, this will mean a little bit more to those of you that have traded for a while. But if you have traded for a while, I'm sure you've seen a setup like this where the price action is a pump and dump. And then there can be some pretty interesting, bounce backs. And the other interesting dynamic here is on the pump and dump. The price isn't quite there, but it's very, very close to this previous low right here. So to see this pump and dump action take it all the way back down to that previous low, is that a guarantee of a bounce? I really wish there was such thing as a guarantee in the market. No, but is it at least logical to wonder, big pump and dump in the support. Could this maybe consolidate it out here and turn itself around? Like I said, not a guarantee, but also it's not an illogical thought or anything like that, because the price has shown that it can bounce from that area in the past. Whether or not that happens, I don't know, but that just kind of goes back to the kind of moral of the story of trading in terms of why risk management and risk control and being disciplined in that regard is so important. Because if this is not the bottom, then yeah, you don't want to get stuck in some sort of slow bleed to the downside. But from a risk versus reward perspective, definitely an interesting setup going into Friday. So we'll see if this can consolidate it out and get not necessarily a bounce on Friday, but maybe early next week. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.